You are now listening to the number one podcast in the multiverse with your hosts, Azrin and Alfika.
This is All the Way with A&A.
What is happening, everyone? This is... Whoa, you okay there, buddy? That's what you just heard. It's the cough of a very sick Fico, man. Hey, this is not a good time to be sick, but everybody rest assured he's not in the worst state possible. He's okay, he's fine. He just has a cough. But you know, that's not the best way to start the episode. We wish him the best, and you know, get well soon.
Can we restart or not?
You'll get well soon, man. there's no turning back. I mean, you got it live.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, you know, another week in NBA. Let's go into a review of some of the games that have been going on. Man, let me tell you, I don't know what happened to the Lakers, but do you want to start or should I start? Because when I start, I cannot finish.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna take a while. Okay. So this show is about to be 3 hours and 57 minutes.
It's your team.
It's my team. Okay. Fine. Let me get into it. Where do I start?
Wait, I'm wrong. It's your guy.
Yes, it's my guy. You have something to say about my guy as well, so it's okay. You get your time, but I'm gonna stand on.
A little bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on this soapbox, and I want to talk about the most, not the most recent game. That would be Lakers Rockets, but I want to talk about Lakers Thunder first. If you remember that game Thursday night, it was nice because it was a LeBron Chris Paul reunion, and it's. Where do I start, man? Lakers won 105-86. That is not even the worst part. The worst part is they never trailed. Thunder never trailed in a single minute of that game. That's like already a red flag number one, where you have a team like OKC, you can't even lead them for all 48 minutes of the game. Man. If you saw that game, if you remember, Chris Paul was like dancing all over the did you see that game or did you see highlights of that game?
I didn't see the game at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man, even me, I saw part of it, and then I saw the highlights because I couldn't stand seeing the fourth quarter, especially, man. It's a sight for sore eyes, as they say. Lakers and Thunder was one of the worst games I've ever seen, man. But that's not all. Lakers Rockets was even worse because LeBron didn't even play in that game. You know, this is a good segue to the next topic, which is about LeBron. But the reason why LeBron sat out Lakers Rockets was because of a groin injury, right groin, I think, yeah. And that is not unusual because LeBron has been known to sit out games due to this groin injury, and it's been bugging him since he missed 27 games last year, I think, because of a groin injury. He missed a few games earlier this year before the whole lockdown thing because of groin injury. But I would be a devil's advocate and what do you say? Like, I can defend why he's taking the injury, as well as also blame him that his team is doing bad. But the reason why I think it is understandable that LeBron is sitting out these games is because he has to heal. He takes care of his body, and secondly, I don't think groin injuries take 1 or 2 games to heal. You know, groin injuries can be serious. You know, like just last year he missed 27 games, not in a row but in total. But over here, in this case, he missed the Rockets game. He's questionable for the next game, which would be Lakers and Nuggets. Yeah, he's questionable for tomorrow's game. And it doesn't take 2 games or 3 games to sit out a groin injury. And you know what? There's a theory that former NBA champion Matt Barnes said about what LeBron is doing with this injury thing. And do you know about it?
What was that? I didn't catch that. I wasn't listening.
Oh.
To the last part.
Yeah.
Last part.
Okay, so Matt Barnes, right? Matt Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
He said something about what LeBron is doing with his injury that is a possible. It's not all that it seems, because again, like I said, groin injuries doesn't take 2-3 games to heal. Groin injuries can be serious, right? So what he proposed is LeBron is doing this, just to get all the rest he needs to activate playoff LeBron in the coming weeks. And I feel like that is the most, the best explanation I can take, because if he missed out a game against the Rockets, he gets shown up. It's okay, because the Rockets were handicapped as well. There was no Westbrook. Westbrook had to sit out his own injury due to a contusion or something with his hamstring, which is more serious than a groin injury. So he has to sit out as well. Lakers, not only LeBron has to sit out an injury, so it's not his fault. Caruso, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis now, they're all having a tough time in the bubble. I don't know, maybe because of not maintaining for so long. But they're having an injury trouble, man. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. But again, what LeBron is doing could be a way of load management, if you want to call it that. But could be a way of yeah, exactly. It's a tactic. It's a strategy to make sure he's more than 100% when he comes back.
I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting much harsher remarks from you.
Nah, I'm not that guy.
But I guess that's how much you love LeBron.
I can understand why.
No, because when I texted some viewers, I texted this guy, I think last week, like mid on like Wednesday or Thursday, I don't remember.
Right.
I tested you, and I just wanted to discuss like the notes for today.
Yeah.
You were like, it seemed like you wanted to go out, but on your guy, but apparently someone persuaded you to think after otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, times changed, man. Times changed. That was a few days ago.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, right? Like, okay. Like you're being optimistic with it, which is good, but I'll take it down a notch to like to reality a bit, like for your case. I mean, do you know this? Like, do you know this fact that, like, his team is worse when he's not on the floor? Like, you know that, right? That's
Yeah, it's a given. Yeah.
like, like, I don't know the exact stats, but like if you see the difference when he's off the floor and then when he's on the floor, it's like it's different. More when he's on the floor, it's more playmaking, more defense, more scoring. Sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, like pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
When he's off the floor, Caruso is like, hey, where am I going? Where am I going?
No, I get you. Yeah.
And then when AD is on the floor, it's like the Pelican is by himself. It's like the Pelicans, Pelicans 2.0, if you wish.
Yeah, without them, obviously they are not as good as yeah.
Okay, we've gotten that off the table already. Now you're adding the injury, LeBron, right? You said he's not suffering. He's experiencing it again. It's returned, the groin injury 2.0. Well, 2.0 seems like it's worse, but it's not. It's just like the initial the initial stage, right?
Yeah.
It's just so I'm reading a bit here, like um like the what happens if it does like occur. Um, mostly twisting, running, jumping, and that's a lot when it comes to basketball, right? And that's LeBron's game.
Yep.
He has to be physical, especially when he plays defense. Like that's a given. So I'm saying, does doesn't that uh, doesn't that won't that happen more often in the playoffs? Because in the playoffs, it's more the occurrence of this jumping, running, twisting, you know, especially when you're doing screens, when you're dunking, when you're, doing all those stuff, right? Doesn't that happen more often? Especially the contact, the contact, that one you cannot control. You
Right.
can control your running, your jumping, your twisting. Now what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
doesn't that make LeBron more susceptible to the injury? Like, knock on wood. I'm not wishing anything worse, but you have to consider that. I mean, he's doing the right thing now. Like, he's limiting that, like for now, which is a good strategy. I'm not against you. It's just I'm taking forward now. I'm taking forward also about my team. But right now we're talking about your team. And this is also the same for AD. AD's game is very much similar but less playmaking, right? But it's more rim protecting, defense, and more dunking as well, right?
Yeah, but I want to get into what you said just now. Again, you said the seeding, where they are, it doesn't matter really. But my objection to that is they can afford to take breaks like this when they're the number one in the West. So what they're doing now is actually no better time to do it than now.
So what you're saying, like the rest is valuable, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that, okay, so if you lose LeBron, AD, Dwight Howard for a couple of games, maybe 3 games, 4 games, you're already sitting
in
on
the playoffs.
No, right now, which is what they're doing now, right? Which is what they're suffering from right now. Yeah, you can afford to do this now. Take a few breather games. You can take a break, rather than dying when the playoffs start, right? When everybody needs you, you start dropping like flies, and that's an excuse for the next season why you didn't win this season. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like now is the best time to do it, because when else games are running out, days are running out. If you don't do it now, then your groin's not getting any better in the playoffs, like you said. It's more intense in the playoffs. Yeah. So
We both agree on that.
Yeah.
So okay, let me join the train with you for a while. Okay, let's go to the series to illustrate my point a bit. So I believe the Trailblazers will come 8th. Like, I believe that even if the play-in takes place, they will win. Either like whatever place he has, like 9 or 8, Damian will find a way. Like, I believe. So they'll play they'll play them first round. Chuck says they'll beat them. They'll beat your team. Charles Barkley, he's that confident with the Trailblazers. I'm not, but I can see why he believes that, because of the return of that guy Nurkic, that guy Gary Trent, and of course Damian Lillard. Those guys and a couple more. Melo as well. Melo, of course, CJ. Those guys are balling, they're not.
They are
scrubs.
They just beat the Rockets.
So, okay, what does this have to do with LeBron? actually, you have a point here. I don't think they'll be that. I don't think they'll show much contact, so I don't think LeBron will be susceptible to the groin injury more. I believe he will be more susceptible in the finals when they go against the Clippers, your arch nemesis.
Yep.
So I think that's when you have to be concerned more, because if the first 2 rounds, I'll give it to you. Like, they'll just have to chase, especially the Trailblazers. They just have to chase Damian Lillard, and for the Rockets, they have to chase James Harden and that guy Westbrook. They have to chase. They have to lock them down. No need for unnecessary contact, because they don't have. It's just for the Rockets. It's just all shooters. You don't need to be that
Physical.
So you're good. But the Clippers, you need to pay attention, which is why I think our show will be mad when that happens. It's just maybe you're not concerned now, but I'm telling you should be more concerned with the Clippers, especially when Montrezl Harrell is back.
Right.
He's mad. He's mad, right? He's mad.
Yeah, I know he's mad. So I don't feel concerned now, because should I be concerned more if he does play through this injury? Are you saying that he should play through this injury?
No. What I'm saying is he's more susceptible in the Clippers game.
Oh, right.
Because it's more physical, I believe.
Yeah.
It will be more physical. And that team, you know how many people can guard LeBron? Kawhi, PG,
Yeah.
Marcus Morris. I can name all of them. Zubac was okay. But no one can guard Anthony Davis. But that guy is just off and on whenever he wants, which is a big letdown for them as well.
You can say the same about the last Clippers-Lakers game, where LeBron is the one who locked the two Clippers guys down. So yeah, in the final crucial minutes of the game, when they could have easily stomped the floor and get a flawless win over the Lakers, LeBron was putting the clamps on PG and Kawhi. So that's quite nice.
Yeah, but that's back to my point again about being physical. So that's just an example of when he had to be physical, and in the playoffs, it'll happen more often and maybe more rigorously. They'll touch where they don't want to be touched, especially in the groin area.
Right.
They'll trigger it back, and then you don't want that, right? Because you're one series away from the finals.
In the event that LeBron gets injured like that in the finals, where everything is intense and his groin gets hurt again, I believe that that's the perfect time for all the other men to step up and rise up to the occasion, because I don't believe that a team called Los Angeles Lakers, number one in the West, not for one guy, it's for the team. If one guy sits out, nobody's going to rise up. This is not Golden State Warriors. This is Los Angeles Lakers. I know they've been putting on a loss in Los Angeles Lakers, but they will rise up, man. I don't believe that nobody will show up even if LeBron is absent. This is not the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is not the Miami Heat. So in that,
it kind of is. JR's back.
well, yeah. Even JR was, putting kind of all his effort into the game when LeBron isn't there. So I mean, yeah, he's dealt with LeBron before, and he's dealt with games where LeBron isn't playing. So he knows what it's like to take over the leadership position if he needs to. And I mean, in that case, I'm not worried. And you'll see that if it goes back to the intensity of the playoffs. If you say LeBron is susceptible to injury, you can say the same about Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard. And all the people who got injured last finals are the people that you don't expect to get injured, especially three of the big three in the Warriors, right? Nobody expected them to be out a full season. Nobody expected them to not play in 2020. Well, Steph Curry is now busy showing up Embiid moves, making impressions of Embiid in the gym. But that's the reason why he's in the gym and Embiid is in the bubble, because he's still not playing. So it can happen to Kawhi, it can happen to Paul George, just like it can happen to LeBron. I'm not worried.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not worried about. So what you're saying is the curse will break. The curse where when he's off the floor, they play better. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, in a way, in a way, I'm saying that because they will not sleep if it's the finals. They'll wake up, or if it's the playoffs. In any case, second round, third round, they will wake up if they know that they're going to be down, and they're not going to go down without a fight. They're not going to get swept. They're not going to get beaten. Maybe they'll put at least 2-3 games in effort.
I mean that's a good way of thinking.
Yeah.
Of course, that's great. Of course, I mean your team needs it, of course. But unfortunately for me, I wanna stick with the stats and facts.
Stats and
Yeah,
facts.
I
Okay.
mean, stats is not everything, of course, but it's just. I think it's not something you should also disregard as well. That's all I'm saying.
Not disregarding and also not relying 100% because sports, anything can happen in sports, just like it happened last year. Anything can happen in sports. Stats doesn't say Canada has to win the championship in 2019, but look what happened when Canada is up against the powerhouse of the Golden State Warriors. Stats didn't predict that three of them will get injured. And
I did. Well, I didn't predict. That Toronto was gonna win. I predicted that the only thing that can stop the Warriors was themselves. I remember saying that. I don't know if you recall or maybe it's recorded in the channel, but I remember saying that, and that did happen. Like
Right.
literally, one of them, like one by one, like went down. I mean, like I predicted that after, like post Durant, and then that followed with the Achilles, and then the ACL for Clay.
Yeah, but that's prediction. See, that's prediction. That's not stats. Stats is facts. Like you said, stats is facts. Stats is what has happened, and you think it will happen again. But predictions is about feelings,
Okay.
and I'm predicting that anything can happen. So yeah, what's next on the agenda besides how worried we should be about LeBron, or I should be? What's next?
Well, I was hoping that you would agree with me, but apparently,
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine.
That's
I mean, yeah, you need all the positivity in the world, I guess, when it comes to your team. I want to talk about LeBron a little bit, about his how is he perceived in the league? Why is he always the villain? Like to most people, I believe, including myself. Because do you know that the Celtics? I mean, I'm pretty sure you know this. The Celtics hate LeBron. Like,
yeah. We talked about it in
To the
last
point-
episode.
to the-
Yeah,
to the point where they don't consider signing him, in the off season at all. Like, I don't know, Zita feels the same. I understand, like, because of from the Miami days, the Cavaliers, of course, prior to that, I don't know, of course, after that as well. I understand, but who wouldn't want LeBron on the team? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I think it's more feeling than um, logic for
Yeah.
these guys.
It's
The
personal,
fans,
not
I guess.
business. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's personal, not business exactly. But can you imagine if that 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 feeling towards LeBron never existed? I mean, it never existed in the Miami days, right? When he went to Miami, um, it was either that or New York, right? I think I've said this
Yeah.
before. I've said this before. But after that, when he joined Miami with Bosch and Wade, after that it wasn't the same. Like Durant thought about him differently. Curry also then. Um, can you imagine if that never happened? Imagine instead of Kevin Love, you had Durant in your team. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that Cleveland Cavaliers lineup: Kyrie, Jr., LeBron, KD, and then Tristan Thompson.
It would be a fairy tale because there used to be a time. I like to go back to this when you talk about super teams. Used to be a time when James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, they were all in one team, but nothing happened. Well, something was close to happening, but the other side was LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. So you're right. It could be either way. Like if it was the other switch, if the big three in the Miami Heat in 2012 was it the finals, if that big three was LeBron, KD, and let's say Westbrook, right? I don't know, with LeBron, KD, and whatever, and the remaining people in the Heat. But
Goodbye, world, goodbye.
right, I mean, it's just a coin toss, man, because it all comes down to not only the stars and the individual players. It comes down to the team. Again, super teams. Yeah.
I don't think it's. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it's that. But what I want to talk about is LeBron. Like I think he was the factor on this. Like he dictates whoever, whichever player
plays with him.
goes to. Yeah. Because look at Durant. Why he chose Warriors, right? His second time was on LeBron, right? I mean, of course, like he was also in the what's the show called? All the Smoke. He wasn't like people were egging on him on joining the Warriors because it was the Warriors who beat them in the finals, right? Conference finals.
Yeah.
For the Western Conference, right? People were egging on him on joining the Warriors because of that.
Right.
But his main reason of joining the Warriors was LeBron. He didn't have to say it verbally, but everyone knew. Like that year was also the year.
Wait.
The
So you're
Warriors lost to
saying
LeBron.
Kevin Durant moved to the Warriors because of LeBron?
Yeah.
What? Well, no way. Are you seriously telling me that? It wasn't because of his I don't want to be with Westbrook kind of drama? Man, it's the second one for sure. For sure it's the second one. He was sick or tired of dealing with Westbrook's doesn't want to be a Batman and Robin with Westbrook. That's why I wanted to move out from that. Not LeBron had nothing to do with that scenario, man.
It was LeBron. Like, are you serious?
No way. Why is there?
I'll give you this. Maybe it's a collective of reasons. Like it cannot just be one. Right?
Yeah, could be a multiple. Yeah, but why is LeBron in this situation?
I just think he's sick of losing. I don't think being a second banana is a thing for him. I don't think so. like he can show that he can be a number one already. When he was in the Thunder, like he was he was a number one option all the time, right?
All the time.
Like he was number. He won MVP. He won multiple scoring titles, whatever it's called.
Right.
He can show he can be number one. I just think that I don't think being second banana is an option, is a reason. I don't think so. I know it was reported, like everyone believes that, but I don't think that's the case.
Okay,
I
but
think
the
it's
conversation, the topic of the conversation is how the world perceives LeBron, right? And
Yeah.
and why is he the villain in the story of KD moving to the Warriors? That's what I don't get. Because of him winning, because of him.
Yeah, why, yeah, that's what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
why don't people join him if that's the case, you know?
Ah,
Why,
okay, okay.
why are people running away from him? Why people, I mean, like, the good thing about, like, I can only take one good thing about it from this, you know, like, if people are doing this, people people know, like, how great he is, right? That's a good ego boost for LeBron, right?
Right.
Like, he's a threat. Like, he can, like, he's been a curse to Toronto since forever, right?
Right.
Like, Toronto, like, legit, like, hates, like, LeBron. I mean, that's one example, of course.
There's
But
this.
can you
Yeah.
imagine? Can you imagine, like, him, like, of course, it'll be it won't be KD anymore. That is the bandwagon guy. It will be LeBron. Oh, LeBron only recruits the best players in the world. Blah 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 blah. The narrative will change again. It won't be KD at all. It'll be LeBron. But I think this is also a good. I mean, it's good and bad for LeBron. It's a good ego boost for him, and for the bad, it's like he'll struggle to win a championship. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for the longest time, when you say that LeBron is the big villain, now it's no longer him. Okay, he's not anymore now, but before the Big Three era of the Golden State Warriors, that title of villain of the NBA went straight to the Big Three of the Warriors, because from then on, nobody started to point fingers at LeBron by being a super team, making a super team, and all that. The hate immediately went to the Warriors, which is also affected by you and me. I mean, you also, as I do, still hate the Warriors, but
I don't hate them. I find them annoying.
Yeah.
Is that the same? Is that the same?
well, yeah, that's how.
It's the same,
I
right?
guess, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, being annoying or being disliked because you're too good. That's what people think of LeBron, because they're too good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can understand.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He was the villain because of him winning maybe undeserved championships by recruiting other champions, but it's sometimes what you have to do in a league, and that's why Kevin Durant didn't join LeBron and try to make it a more unfair league. He made his own story, and he made his own villain story, and he became his own villain in his story, and then and he became a champion.
He still is the villain.
Yeah. So right now he's becoming the villain because he left the villain's crew. He left the villain's crew and made his own. And he joined the other villain who left LeBron's company. So it's all a villain story. It's a dog-eat-dog world in the NBA.
I mean, at least you understand my point.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to offend anyone or anything.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah.
It's just how I
There's a saying
was
that.
thinking and how I felt.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But there's a saying that if you can't beat them, join them. But if you can't join them, then you know what to do. So I guess why people are moving away from joining LeBron is because they want to show that I can do it. You know what? If you can do it, I can do it somewhere else. If it were me, you know, if I got lost, if I got whooped by LeBron in 2012 in the finals, the next move I wouldn't do is to join him and win a ring. I would make my own super team just to beat him and show his face that I can do it better than him. So I guess that's what Kevin Durant is doing.
See,
Yeah.
you've explained the point for me.
Yeah. So yeah, in that way, I understand why he's the villain. I mean, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Is why the world sees LeBron as a villain. Or,
I think
Yeah.
LeBron pioneered the villain thing.
Yeah.
He didn't invent it, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, did he invent it?
Maybe.
No, right.
No, I don't think so because it must have happened in the history of the NBA before.
Maybe he pioneered it.
Yeah.
Maybe he perfected it.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, sometimes when you don't like your job, you move away from the job. So that's what these people are just working, man. They're just hustling. So if you don't like the work environment, you move away. So that's what LeBron did for Cleveland when he went away from it. He did become the hero for a while and returned back and delivered a championship.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like for you see him as a hero because of course you follow the guy. Like for other people like me, it's obviously the opposite. You know, of course.
But you cannot deny
Yeah.
that heart. I don't know. Wait, if you think that he's
No,
not
no,
a
no.
hero
No,
for
it's just I'm
okay,
just saying.
yeah, for coming back home.
Perspective wise,
Yeah, for coming.
perspective wise is different because for you when you talk about LeBron, even right now, you speak highly of him, which makes sense because you support the guy. Me on the other case, I didn't right. I mean, like I didn't go all out, like how some people would, but but yeah, it's just different perspective. That's all I'm saying.
No, honestly, to be fair, I wouldn't be disappointed if he didn't make that comeback move and brought the championship home because that is the kind of story. If you would be a heartless creature if that doesn't make your heart melt, because if it was Kevin Durant leaving wherever he is now, going to to the Washington Wizards, bringing home a championship to that, instantly he will become he will move from a snake to a gold trophy, whatever, you know, the opposite of a snake, a lion or whatever. But so because it's the kind of stories that will make your day, man. It's the sports homecoming hero story that is a classic in history. That's why you kind of hate LeBron now because he fulfilled his promise.
I never said I hate him.
Yeah,
I just
I mean, not
see him
yeah.
as a threat. That's all. I mean, I might belittle his accomplishment, but what I'm saying is that is just one instance of what he did, and it is great. Like I agree with you, but I'm just talking like on the court. That's all. Like when he's on a different jersey, not green. Like bring it. Man. That's what I'm saying. But the journey to that, of course, it's like you cannot deny that. I'm not denying that at all. I'm just saying on the court. That's all.
Yeah, I have no idea why you guys in green will always have green in your eyes when it comes to LeBron, because
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I have
That's
no
all.
idea why.
That's all.
I have no idea why. Because you cannot hate a guy for coming home and bringing home a championship after you left the home. Okay, that aside, right? That aside, he's also moving away to now he's in Los Angeles because his son is going to school in Los Angeles. There is nothing to hate about that, man. There is nothing to be to put animosity on that about that for that guy.
I will repeat again, and I will say I hate the guy.
No, I know.
Don't like the fact
Celtics
I don't like
fans.
the fact
Yeah.
that he's wearing a different uniform.
Right. No,
That
but
is
I don't
all.
understand why Celtics will never accept LeBron. Celtics fans will never.
I
Yeah.
I would, but it's too late right now.
Yeah. And
Finish right.
you and I both know that it will never happen in the history of the league where LeBron wears a
Yeah,
green
it'll
jersey.
never happen.
Yeah,
It'll never happen.
yeah. So in that way,
If that
I don't
happens,
understand.
then
Yeah.
their judgment.
I mean, people should welcome
Yeah.
everyone with open arms, regardless of where they came from. If a guy called LeBron James
Yeah.
calls your Celtics head office and say, "Hey, I want to join your team," you have to, your ego has to be bigger than ego, the living planet, to say no, because the greatest player possibly living now, second greatest, I don't care if top 5, is calling you and saying, "I want to join." But if you say no and you can prove him otherwise, that's one thing. But if you say no and then still get kicked in the first round, then that's on you, bro. That's on you.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's just I agree. I'm a liberal Celtics fan. I'm more of a Democrat. I'm more open to things. Not like this guy. LeBron, hey, get out.
Yeah, just
Get
because
away
his
from
name
me.
is LeBron. Not even his son can join
Mm.
then. Like his son will be drafted and Celtics will trade him after the draft. Yeah.
Zuri, someone.
Yeah, she will also
create
be-
W and okay, I'll admit this. If you don't accept even Zuri, a YouTube star, you're mad. You're mad. Get out of my face.
Yeah. Unfortunate only the son's name is LeBron.
Only for the lol. Like he made a video with her dad, 2.5 million, with her mom only 500,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just your point when it comes to LeBron. Like, he is more than just an athlete.
Yeah.
He's everything.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, right now I can understand
So-
maybe why Celtics will never accept LeBron, because he's in a rival team with against you guys. But I don't know who is not a Celtics rival, because you've won the most championships. So everyone technically should be should be your rival. But right now, obviously, it's the Lakers. So that's why one of the reasons why you'll never
Well,
accept. Yeah.
it depends on the era. I think I think like lifetime is obviously like good. Like I guarantee you, when this is all over, I don't think it is. They'll probably like give an award to Celtics and Lakers like for a lifetime rivalry
Yeah,
award
yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
the heck it is.
Yeah, lifetime.
I think we win that because our rivalry since day one, man. Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, Paul Pierce. See, I'm naming people
From different
You know,
yeah.
from different eras,
Yeah.
from the same teams respectively.
Yeah, I
You
get
probably
it.
know them. You probably know them.
Man, now I wish more than ever that Kyrie's back in the Celtics, because I want to see this rivalry spark up between the Lakers and Celtics. But obviously, Kyrie has other plans. Yeah. So,
And like, what were you hoping? Like he would like throw his ego aside.
well, I don't know about that, but I just want him to be in a Celtics jersey to fight LeBron. I want to see the rivalry, because we saw their brotherhood and how it works out in the same team. But and we saw the same, spark of brotherhood when Kyrie played for Team LeBron in the All-Star game. So it's no love lost between them, but not in the Lakers Celtics jersey. If that happened, it'll be kind of cool.
It's
Yeah.
not our problem anymore.
See,
It's not our problem.
he's not our problem anymore. He doesn't belong anymore.
The thing is, when he comes back, it might be mental. Because KD is back as well. Yeah, but that's another day.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it, because you guys whooped them by how many ever? Did you? What was the point
They weren't-
difference?
I think we beat them by 22.
Yeah,
Them.
blowout. So yeah,
You were that impressed with my team. That's the first.
yeah.
That's the first one. You were impressed and I was.
No, yeah, that's
Like
the first time. Yeah, yeah.
we can segue to then. I mean, you can start talking about the next topic if you want.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, no, not the Celtics thing. I mean, I have nothing else to say except for the fact that Jason Tatum is from the 3-point line, he made the basket look like it was as wide as a river that he couldn't miss. So yeah, that's all.
it.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about it. All right, what is our next topic on the day? Oh,
Celtics.
right. What about the Celtics?
I'll just say that. I just start off with this. Like, I'm happy that you're happy for my team. I should be as well, to be honest with you. We've been winning. We've been streaking. We beat the Raptors as well.
Oh yeah, man. Yes, yes.
We were leading by 40 at one point.
Against I swear,
The
man,
Raptors.
the world
Raptors.
champions.
But my only concern only starts when the second round comes around, when we face Toronto. Even despite the fact that we during the regular season we beat them 3-1. We all know the playoffs is different, right? As I said before, it's more physical, it's more defense oriented,
Right.
all that things. And in addition, we're having injury problems. Kemba's, I don't know what's his thing. He's playing more minutes now, from 20 to 30, which is good. That's normal. Yeah, but Gordon Hayward will leave the bubble in a while. I don't know when exactly he's leaving, but he is leaving.
Yeah.
Are you bored? Right?
No. I mean, didn't you wanna? I was waiting for you to say.
Well, like, no, I'm joking. Yeah, Hayward's about to leave the team. Now it's just, I mean, for family matters, of course. Now it's just Tatum and Brown.
But
I
you,
can be optimist. I can be an optimist like you now and say Tatum and Brown will carry, which I think can happen. Maybe they'll average 40 in the playoffs.
that's too
They
optimistic.
both will. That's still optimistic. Maybe for my liking it. But I'm not that. I'm the type of guy that likes the backup and be like Gordon, be like Kemba.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like 2 guys out of 5 in the starting 5, you wouldn't expect them to show up all that much.
What do you mean, like?
You want to expect only Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to be the carriers of the team while all the way through.
While Hayward is out and Kemba's figuring out this thing. I mean, that's the only.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's an ideal case, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a fortune teller, but if if you want to win comfortably, of course, the ideal case should happen, right? But I think we will have our ups and downs. Well, our ups are the size problem is, I think, resolved for the moment because our second tallest guy is back.
Yeah.
Robert Williams, that guy is good. I like him. He plays good defense. I like the fact that he transitions well as well. Yeah, but our fourth option is gone for the time being, for the moment. But I think we will play well. I think we've had playoff success before without our top guys. One instance is when Kyrie was there and he wasn't playing, he was injured. We made it through the conference finals, right?
Yeah.
We went against your guy, Uncle LeBron.
Uncle Braun.
Uncle LeBron. We had a 7-game series. So all I want is that I think being optimistic for me is also a good thing as well, I guess.
And I can
All I
understand.
want is
Yeah.
all I want is to have a shot against Milwaukee because they're really annoying and I don't like their faces. Especially Chris Middleton, he looks like a donkey.
Oh, he took that title from Draymond already?
Yeah,
Hey, that reminds me. Speaking of the Bucks Heat game was something else, bro. I don't know if you saw that one, but the Bucks Heat game looked like the fall of the Bucks in the first half, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it came out to the other side when they made this unstoppable run in the final minutes that made them win the game. But I was so happy seeing the Miami Heat. Tyler superhero, my superhero, and Bam Adebayo doing all the work in the other team in Miami Heat, just to hold down Giannis and his Bucks.
no, Butler wasn't
Yeah,
playing.
Jimmy
so
Butler
they
was
shouldn't be
injured.
happy they won.
Yeah, they did all that also without Butler being there, and just final minutes when I guess the starters were just gassed. Then they lost the game, but it looked like at one point a glimmer of hope that Bucks we found a weakness for the Bucks.
No, they do know. Um, I guess let me just end the Celtics talk with this, and we'll go to your what you want to talk about. So the Celtics, I want them to have a shot. They can have. I think they can. I think they will. It's just a matter of finding the rhythm. I think that will take time, and I think they will do that. Okay, done with the Celtics. I'm done venting. Okay, let's go to the Bucks.
Done venting. Okay.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go that deep because I think what I said was enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said something about the Heat having
Yeah. Possibly.
the kryptonite of Milwaukee,
Yeah,
right?
the Buck
That's what you said,
kryptonite.
right?
Yes, man. So they were on a stupidly good run. Miami Heat put down the Bucks for all 3 quarters, and then, at the end of third quarter and the fourth quarter, Bucks came back, won the game, which is, you can't say that it's impossible, but it looked like at one point, they were easily handed Bucks, put them on their butt, put them on their ass, but it just maybe the mighty haven't fallen, and Bucks is a threat to the East still. But you know what? When we talk about the Bucks and Heat possibly matching up in the playoffs, I was expecting it could be a good show. Whereas I used to be like, Bucks and Heat, that's a sweep, But right now I feel like there's a chance. There's a chance an open door is possible for the Miami Heat.
I think I've explained before. I'm using your Lakers um, as a reference, if you don't mind,
No, no.
and for this analogy, because the the big reason why the Lakers is struggling against the Rockets is because the Rockets, all their 5 starters can shoot the three, all of them,
Oh,
all of them, like, and then that will allow Russell Westbrook to. I think that will open up the space in between, the space there in the arc for for. So let's say, let me just simulate a play. Uh, okay, Westbrook has the ball. He finds an open guy, and then let's say LeBron locks him up, and then Westbrook runs free from the guy who's guarding, and then he passes back to Westbrook, and then he scores. How can you defend that, Tony?
wait. Westbrook has the ball, finds an open guy where? In the corner?
Anywhere is free, in the corner.
Okay, so then he.
the top of the key, the wing, wherever.
Okay, how does he.
So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is you have options. Some teams don't have the option. Like it's either, especially us, the Celtics. We're a good shooting team, but not as good as the Heat.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think like do you want me to explain again? Or
No, I got it.
I just want to point out that the Heat is like, the way they play is like the Rockets. The big difference and the most important difference is they have size.
They do, yeah. They don't play small
They have
ball.
size.
Oh,
They can.
they can, but
They
yeah.
can, and then it's effective. It's much more effective than the Rockets. I believe,
Yeah.
because of their capability of playing defense, and that's important in players, right?
It is. The fact that they just did that to the Bucks without Jimmy Butler shows more promise in what the Heat can do in the playoffs. Because I used to count them out when I guess when Wade left the team and all, I didn't really have faith in the team. I didn't really follow the Heat. Yeah.
Now they're fourth.
Yeah, and
Last season they didn't even make it 10th.
right, and so
Maybe they were 10th.
and right now,
You drop Jimmy Butler,
oh,
hero, boom, number 4.
it's a different story now.
Imagine Giannis join that team next season because they have cap space. GG.
He might,
goodbye world.
because that's what he's been considering. I guess in 3/4 of this game, he's like, "Wow, they're so good. Maybe I can join them next season."
Forget the donkey.
Yeah,
Go South Beach. Be friends with Pat Riley.
yeah,
My guy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Bucks also have the same problem with the Heat, just like your Lakers with the Rockets.
Right.
Because so many on that team can shoot the three. I can name 5. Euro, Duncan,
Roberts.
Crowder, Iguodala,
Oh, Andre Iguodala is
of
also
course,
there. Yeah.
of course Butler, and then Kelly Olynyk, former Celtic.
Former Celtic. Yeah.
Crowder also former Celtics.
All right.
And then Kendrick Nunn, candidate for rookie of the year. Many people can shoot the three, and I think, and also, and in addition to that, they have I think 7 or 8 people averaging like double digits in points per game scored. Points per game. 8 guys averaging double digits. 8 guys. 8 guys.
So that is,
including Adebayo.
yeah,
Including Adebayo.
that is insane.
That's a problem for the Bucks because That's why I'm telling you, like the second round for the East will be mad.
It is quite interesting, man. And imagine
Will
if
be
the
mad.
Bucks fall, and it will be
They join them. I mean, the Heat can have cap space.
it's fun to speculate the possibility, because if the Bucks fall, the Heat is open, man, wide open, because there's no Giannis to worry about anymore.
Yeah, the Heat will win again. Well, probably. Can you imagine Butler and Giannis on the same team? And then with Iguodala, with Crowder, with Hero, with Kendrick. I mean, the Bucks they're not terrible at all, to be honest. Get the record. Do you think that's all Giannis, or is collective effort?
It is collective, but it doesn't start being an effort until Giannis sparks the effort, because that's what I noticed from this Heat game. Is when Giannis starts putting on the run, is when his team starts to get on fire. But it doesn't happen without Giannis.
So from what I hear from what you said, is he is mostly the effector.
Yeah. So if he leaves,
He
there will
gets
be
more.
it hits. Yeah.
The kid will.
It will take
I
a
think
hit.
he will leave. He'll leave,
Yeah.
and then the Heat will be good now.
The minute Bucks are only now starting these past few years since Giannis, only now they're starting to feel what it feels like to be on the top of the table. But with him leaving, I think Bucks will be a joke, like back in the day when Bucks were not even considered to be a playoff contender. They could be back to where they started, man.
Yeah, there'll be a laughing stock, most likely.
Right.
Join
Right.
the Cleveland. Who else? The Detroit or
Yeah. Detroit is now a joke as well.
no, I'm projecting next season. Either Pistons or whichever team will take their place. We'll see though. We'll see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
I can't wait for the playoffs.
Same, man. Say you and me both. Yep.
And the regular season will be mad. Who's finisher? 76ers out.
You saying that as a
Almost.
fact?
Yeah, Embiid is out.
Oh yeah.
Simmons is out. I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe they have Horford. They know, like, he knows how to come back short-handed. Maybe he will put a shot, but it's just one guy. Yeah, this 76ers out. Most likely. Really business. We said it before. You know what? Let's do something like this. Let's project. I like the project.
All right. Project away.
Okay, let's start with the Western. Lakers, Blazers, how many games?
4-2.
4-2. I say 4-3. 4-2 Lakers, right?
Yeah, 4-2 Lakers.
4-2 Lakers. I'll say 4-3. I think 4-2 might happen, but I'm gonna say 4-3 because it'll be more fun that way.
It will be more fun that way. Yeah.
Yeah, they will drop.
But you know what I think? You know what I
40,
think?
but yeah.
I'm saying 4-2, but you guys will be on the good side of 4-2 in a while. Meaning, it will be 1-0 Blazers, and then it will be possibly 2-0 Blazers, and then we'll wake up and win
The
4 in a row.
reverse sweep.
Yeah.
Reverse sweep. Okay, that's fine. Clippers, Mavericks.
Oh man, Luka's on a roll now. I don't know what to say, man. He got 20 rebounds as a point guard. You believe that? It's crazy. Maybe 3-3. No, 3-3-6. 4-3. Yeah.
3-3.
Meaning I can see it going to a game 7.
Saying 4-1. I don't know why. 4-1 is just stuck in my head. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because Luka is new. He's allowed to make mistakes. I mean, this is his first playoff appearance. So getting 1 out of 5 is not bad at all. in my opinion.
But you forget that he's been in Europe.
Yeah, but he hasn't played against people like Kawhi and,
Yeah, that's true.
and PG and then the kind of depth people.
Yeah, I mean he's not new in a sense. Yeah.
You're wrong. No, I might be wrong, but hey, I'm surprised if I'll give you 4-3 is possible. I'm not saying that, but I'm close for one. No disrespect. No disrespect.
No, I mean you're right. 4-1 is
Nuggets.
possible if he slips up.
Nuggets. Can you believe it? Thunder just went up a city.
Yeah.
And it's Nuggets Jazz. Nuggets Jazz.
That I would say 4-2 and 4-2 in the way of the Jazz.
I agree.
Yeah.
Rockets Thunder.
Oh.
That's gonna be a good game to watch.
You know what? Rockets Thunder is such an interesting series, man. You think you can go to 7?
7. It's possible, but 4-2 is more
Yeah,
likely.
4-2 is more likely. But 4-2 for who? That's the important part.
Because for me,
4-2 Rockets.
it could be 4-3 Thunder. Okay.
Okay, 4-3
Bit
if
of
it's
stretch.
if it's Thunder. 4-2 Rockets.
4-2 Rockets for you.
Yeah.
And then, okay, Lakers won, right? So Lakers won. The face. Rockets, right? Yeah, Rockets. Lakers, Rockets. How many games?
Yeah. For some reason, man, I like to give them the benefit of the doubt and say 4-1. but I would say that. I'll say 4-2 or 4-3. Yeah, they'll put up a fight.
Can you repeat like 4-1? Like you think that's possible? I think that's an option to refer to it. But
No.
like the way it came out of your mouth was so hilarious.
To be realistic, it's a lot of 4-2s we predicted. So maybe this one can be different, but I guess, yeah.
The Western Conference, like 4-1 is. I think 4-1 is disrespect. I disrespect the Mavericks just now.
Actually, yeah.
I know that, but I have to do it. Okay, 4-2, right?
Yeah.
4-2. 4-2 Lakers, right? Clippers, Nuggets.
Oh, easy. That's a 4-1 right there.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, it's a 4-1.
With Bol and
Ball
Porter
just
Jr.
just
balling.
came. He's a 6 months old baby, man. He can't do anything. He just came. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point to be fair. I made the same point for the Mavericks. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I would say I'm leaning towards 4-2. I think 4-1 is less fun. 4-2 is more fun. Okay. Lakers Clippers.
oh,
Of
this
course,
is.
that's gonna be a 4-3.
I
but
want
don't
it to
know.
be a 4-3. If it's not a 4-3, then it's a 4-2, and it can be anybody's game. But really, anybody's game means 4-3. So I really want it to be 4-3.
4-3 Lakers for you, right?
Yeah,
For me, I'm on the fence. I don't know. So,
same. Actually, yeah. I want to
yeah.
say 4-3
want-
Lakers, right? But if it goes to a game 7 and Lakers lose, I'm not even mad because they put it up to 7.
Yeah, we'll see that. I mean, it's better than last season. Last season was 4-0.
That's insane.
Let's go to the East. And the show, Bucks Magic 4-0 red.
4-0 sweep.
Yeah, Bucks Magic. Come on, you have to agree with me.
No, yeah. I mean, I agree. 4-0 sweep. Yeah. The disrespect that we're showing towards the Magic.
I mean, like, who in that team can cut Giannis? No one, right?
No,
Like,
4-0 sweep. Yeah,
I'm not going crazy, right?
yeah.
Raptors next.
Ah, okay. They will put up at least one fight, so it's 4-1. 4-1 Raptors. Not crazy. Yeah.
I'll give the Nets more respect for 2 because I think Raptors will offensively struggle initially. I think that will happen. That is inevitable. But we'll see. I might be wrong. If what I am saying is wrong, then of course 4-1 I agree with you.
Mm.
But I think they will find. I think they will find the rhythm first. I think that's a good part. My guy, Uncle Celtics versus 76ers. 4-0.
4-0 sweep. Especially
4-0 Celtics.
given what you said.
I don't know.
Yeah. Wait. Who's
think-
next? Who's next?
Oh, you agree with me?
Oh no, I agree. I agree with you. 4-0 Celtics because of what we just talked about. Embiid out, Simmons out, and everybody with the same problems. So it's 4-0 sweep.
I was joking a little bit, right?
A little bit.
Like, can-
No. I agree, man. I agree. It's 4-0 sweep. But what's your real prediction?
I mean, we've beaten them for full strength before, so. Oh yeah, I agree with you. 4-0.
You
Yeah,
said it.
yeah.
You said it as a joke, and I agree with the joke.
No. I had to think of that because we beat them 4-1 when they were full strength 2 seasons ago.
Right.
I mean, different
Different circumstances and all. Yeah.
different circumstances. They're not as deep anymore. The 2 best guys are out, so 4-0 is feasible.
Right.
Heat Pacers.
Oh, okay. This will be a first 4-2 prediction for me because Heat 4-2 Heat obviously, but 4-2 because Pacers can show potential sometimes.
I'm gonna get 4-3
Oh,
because I think the guy TJ will put up fight.
yeah. I'm scared of him actually.
Yeah, Oladipo is also gonna be if he's healthy. I don't think it's 100%. I think it's like 75. If it's 100, then 4-3 is gonna be a okay.
There was one
So
there was
that's
one meme where the LeBron playoff face. The next to that was the TJ Warren playoff face, which is exactly the same LeBron's playoff face. So if he turns on that 50-point bubble mode, I'm scared about it.
Who's John? 26. Bucks, Heat. 4-3.
Oh, we just talked about it. Yeah, 4-3. Yeah. 4-3 Heat. 4-3 Heat.
Me too.
Yo,
Me too.
Oh, nice.
Me too.
Nice.
I'm not even joking at this point.
I was gonna be
4-3 Heat
edgy and be
because-
different, but you agree. That's nice.
Because were you joking or?
No,
like-
I was gonna be different. Yeah.
I mean, we've explained already why
Yeah.
the Heat is. They know how to suffocate the Bucks. Like they know.
Yeah.
They know the game plan and everything's gonna work. And that's the reason why we chose 4-3 because even Giannis is gonna put
Right.
on the fight.
Right.
That he's not gonna put it in on Sewer Plata,
Yeah.
Celtics Raptors.
Oh, given what you just did to them recently, I don't know, man. Like Raptors, if they don't get their stuff together, and I'm saying this lightly, is gonna be bad for them in the playoffs. So 4-2 Celtics, it could be, it could be 4-2 Celtics. But knowing Raptors, and because Raptors are the champs, I would give them benefit of the doubt and say 4-3 Raptors.
4-3 is realistic, but 4-2 is quite optimistic. So I'll go with 4-2.
4-2 Celtics, yeah.
4-2.
Yeah, okay. That's where we differ. I can't wait to see. Yeah.
We just disrespected the champs. All the Canadians.
Yeah.
It's gonna hate us.
No, I
We don't
said
have a lot of views, I know.
I didn't say Celtics. My prediction was who's on top is Raptors, so that's where we differ. The first time we differ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Raptors gonna beat us?
Yes.
Oh,
one game
for me,
doesn't
but-
say anything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It'll be a fun. That will be a fun season. Fun series.
I think it's gonna be 4-2 Celtics because by the time Hayward will be back, Kemba will be maybe 80% back, maybe. Who knows? It's all a bunch of ifs for us. Like, also, it's a bunch of ifs for them as well.
It is. It's all ifs now.
If that's the case, then I guess we call it a day because we.
So that's
It's gonna be either. So we predict either Heat, Celtics, or Heat Raptors in the finals. The Bucks disrespect. The Bucks.
disrespect. They're not ready for prime time.
Change the title. We disrespect the
Yeah.
Bucks.
Disrespected the
Click,
Bucks.
clickbait. Right?
Yeah, that's kind of a clickbait title, yeah. Oh man, but truly, if it was a Heat, anybody, finals or Eastern Conference, it would be such a great series, man. Because for the first time, it will be a different champion out of the East. If Raptors don't make it. So
I thought you liked the Celtics. Man. What happened?
you put them against the champs. You put them against my boy Kyle Lowry and Chef Ibaka. Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Jason Tatum can do only so much before the champs come back in playoff mode.
Yeah, but they did it with Kawhi. Kawhi's not there.
They didn't need Kawhi when they took down LeBron, man.
What do you mean?
They didn't need.
Oh,
yeah.
you mean like um recently or
Oh, yeah,
like,
recently, yeah.
rec-
So they didn't need it. Kyle Lowry,
I mean, it's cool. Like
Yeah.
it's cool. It's like
he can go off, but when it comes playoff time, I know that you and I are going to have a long conversation of what's going to happen.
yeah, you want to make it 2 hours?
Yeah, I don't-
movies
I don't.
Marvel movies or
Marvel movie. I don't mind how long it is. I just want us to say what we want to say, so
address
that
the elephant in the room.
elephant in the room, elephant outside the room, all the rooms.
Thing is, I don't even feel bad knocking the Bucks out that soon. I don't feel bad at all. I think that's how much I hated them.
Yeah, the Bucks are the warriors of the East.
They're not really right, but I understand that.
Yeah. No, not in the super team way. In just they're on top of the table, and Giannis is too annoying, and Chris
Oh,
Middleton.
mad, dude! What the heck? The thing. The thing. The
What thing?
the screen is so cool.
Well, you just saw it now. It's been 1 hour.
My bad. It's cool though.
Yeah, thanks, man. See, this is a good teamwork compliment that is happening right now. So yeah, appreciate it.
It's not even good. Amazing.
That's nice, man. That's our level up for from now. It's gonna look like this.
One watching now.
Yeah.
Screw you. Come on, man. I'll post this on. I'll start.
You can clip some of the best moments, some of our best arguments, and then clip it on there. Yeah, and then and I'll also share because there's a lot of good stuff right now happening, and especially the playoffs is coming soon.
Man.
Are we done for the day?
Do you want to add more? I mean, add some more to share, right?
We can go. I had the upcoming games preview on the slide, which is Lakers
Oh,
Nuggets. I don't know if I want to talk about Lakers Nuggets. Really, there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, but this is
You
another.
win, you win, right?
Yeah.
You win, right?
But another upcoming game I want to preview is this, which is you and Ja Morant. So what do you want to say about this before we end the stream?
It's gonna be. Well, to be honest with you, that game was pointless.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
pointless.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For the sake of the argument, if this is
Yeah.
you
Go on. You go first.
yeah. I mean, for the sake of the argument, what do you think would happen in if this game makes any difference in where you stand?
I think we'll go to double overtime.
Wow.
No, wait.
That's like saying 4-3.
I think we'll go. I don't know why I said double overtime because paint me a scenario like what's happening to Memphis. Like what's happening is Boston is the same or Memphis is different. Like, can you give me a scenario at least? Or do you want me to make a scenario?
No, actually, the way it stands right now, do you think it's an easy game for you?
They've been struggling lately, the Memphis, so technically we should win if we can apply that. We can leverage that to our for us.
Right. But did I mention
But-
when this game is happening? When is Gordon Hill leaving?
Oh, you add that. Oh, then I think regardless of like Tatum will catch fire. I think
Right.
regardless. If Gordon's not there, either Tatum or Brown will catch fire.
Well,
Either one.
okay, that's a short-lived prediction, and I agree also. I agree that Ja can't do it all. So LeBron, why am I saying LeBron? Jason Tatum and the Celtics will get the dub on this one.
Okay.
All
I
right.
mean, you have to agree with me.
I agree. Yeah.
Because they're young.
Who's young?
Oh, Memphis. I mean, Celtics is young too.
Yeah.
Just Celtics.
They're like you say, junior versus senior. They're slightly more senior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anymore?
that's it from
That's
me.
it?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That's it for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy our rambling thoughts, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're new around here, rambling, yeah, feel free to subscribe and join us every single week as we talk about the NBA and the upcoming playoffs. And join us on the live chat. If you want to join us in that way, you can too. So until next time, I've been A, he's been A, and we'll see you on another day.
Hey.
This has been another episode of All the Way with A&A.
Brought to you by Azrin and Alfico. On to the next one. See you soon.